What is going on to YouTube? It is your boy, Tommy Boy. We are back today with another YouTube video, and I'm joined by the newest men's physique pro in Australia, and in fact, the very first men's physique pro from Perth, Ayrton Barrett. We're gonna hit a little bit of back today, a bit of biceps, a little bit of shoulders as well.
Shoulders?
Maybe a little bit of rear delt.
Okay.
I mean, I did hit the side delt yesterday, but I don't know about you. I feel like if you train delts 2 days in a row, they fucking recover.
I'm not going to complain. I love a shoulder pump.
You can never have too much delt, that is for sure. All right, let's get stuck in. My back is totally fucking stiff. Whenever I do this, I'll get like 5 or 6 cracks down the middle of my back, and it feels so good. But it just allows me to like freely move through my scapula. So now I can pretty well rip into a working set after like only 2 warm-up sets, whereas usually I would need to do like 3 or 4 if I don't actually like release my back beforehand. And because I trained chest yesterday, my pecs are a little bit tight as well, so I can even do a little bit of this here, open up the pecs. Because what people don't realize is that if your pecs are super duper tight, it's gonna directly prevent or reduce your ability to retract and move freely through your scapula. Because if you're super tight through here and you're all internally rotated, then it's going to be really hard to get those shoulders back. So I like to, number one, crack the shit out of my back because it's super stiff all the time. But number 2, just open my pecs up a little bit before I hit back so I can freely retract and pull through my scapula. You know how it is, like if you're lat dominant, it's going to take over.
It's all the same shit.
As long as I'm not, lifting my chest up and swinging too much, I don't really...
That's the key.
I'm not really too fussed with what's working, you know what I mean?
I agree.
Like something's working, you know? So I've got like a 45-degree angle, so it's a bit of both.
Yeah. Yeah, I think people overemphasize what parts you can hit of your back.
Yeah, I think unless you've got like an outstanding weakness, like you're super wide and you've got no mid-back, but usually it's a combination of the both, right?
Yeah.
But I will say you can never have too much lat. Like your lats can never be too wide, you know?
I agree.
When I watched this motherfucker take his pro card, it was really validating for me because I had been saying for a long time, at the moment I found out that you were doing men's physique, I was like,
yes.
He is men's physique. He's very much men's physique. And I've actually said that about him, not to his face, but I've said that to other people. I was like, I reckon he'd do really well in men's physique. He's got beautiful symmetrical abs, tiny waist, wide lats, big shoulders. But I know that you wanted to do classic because you like the idea of having big, strong legs.
Yeah.
But you decided to bite the bullet and just go all in on men's physique. And the moment you did that, I was like, he's going to win his fucking pro card at some point. And then he wins it the first fucking attempt.
Yeah. You were as soon as you saw me, I think I was like maybe 5 weeks out. We're in Cat's posing.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, it looks like Alan's got another pro card.
Yeah.
And I was like, what? Like, because I didn't know what to expect.
No, you shouldn't.
First time coming over.
Yeah.
I just want to get the posing right.
Yeah. But did you see enough from your first show, the show in Melbourne?
Yeah.
I know that you got 3rd in that first show, but did you see enough to suggest that actually I could fucking do something with this?
I think the fact that the feedback they gave me was such a clear direction on like where I need to go to get a pro card. I was like, okay, yes, this is possible very quickly.
Yeah.
If I just make these adjustments.
Yeah.
I was so happy with my front though. Like my abs were popping. I was super full. The tan and glaze was like absolutely perfect. So from the front, I was like, man, this is crazy. But even like, obviously I needed a bigger back, but just like posing adjustments brought out my back so much just in 1 week. Everyone's like, oh, you got leaner. I was like, well, tiny bit, but reality is I'm just better at posing. And trying to get across posing in such a short period of time, 8 weeks, for trying a whole new division of posing, that was...
I think when you're already that good, improving your pose by 5% can make a huge difference.
Massive.
And every show you did, you just got better and better and better. It was great to see. Oh, okay. I've only got 1 working set on this one.
1?
Yeah, because this is the first week of this like a little mesocycle. Right. So 1 set of this, and then I'm going to do 2 sets on the low row there. And then we got to pull down a single arm dumbbell row, 2 bicep, and I'm gonna hit some rear delt, but you can hit it if you want to. Yeah,
I'm chilled.
So there's quite a lot of exercises, but the actual total number of working sets per lift is like 1.
Yeah.
1 on this one, 2 on the rest, I think it is. Probably a warm up. We'll see how I go. Nice. That's it. Good. Come on. 6. 7. 8. Let's go. Last one. Yep. Good set.
Oh, that is heavy. That's actually heavy.
Used to be training with like 2 in reserve today, and I've chosen the wrong training partner to hit fucking reps in reserve with.
I just go till I can't go.
Yeah. It took me so long to really like navigate my way through reps in reserve, and now I'm convinced it works because it's fucking provided the result, but it has to be done so right, and you need to know what it actually feels like to train to failure before you even consider doing reps in reserve.
Yeah.
Like if you've got someone who's been lifting for like a year, and then you tell them, oh, you have to stop training so hard. It's like, fuck off, you know? But you've been training for like 10 years like me, and then you actually understand like a little bit of fatigue management and just
you got to stay fresh.
Yeah, it can certainly make a massive difference.
Well, you dig yourself into a hole you can't get out of if you just keep going too hard. 5, nice. 6, 7, yep.
So funny happened last week, and you might be able to relate to this because you're an online coach as well, so you might have done something similar. I had clicked record, so I had started recording this feedback video for a client, and then I let out the loudest fucking burp you've just about ever heard, and I was like, it's all right, I'll crop it out, you know. Filmed the 5-minute video, forgot to crop it out, and then my client messaged me like 3 days later. She was like, sorry, I forgot to get back to you regarding the check-in. You let out the almightiest of belches at the start, and I was like, oh fuck. Went back and watched it, and I was with Hannah and her brother, and I kid you not, we were like fucking on the floor crying with laughter. It was the worst burp I've ever done. And I was like,
you're gonna have to go find it now and
I was like,
put it in this video.
Dude, I went back and watched it. That's why I was like, it was fucking hilarious. I was like, it's actually so funny that I'm not even that embarrassed. I'm actually glad it happened because she doesn't give a fuck. Oh, it was so funny. But yeah.
At least you didn't fart though.
Yeah, that would have been worse. Like, note to self, just restart the video instead of saying, instead of saying you're gonna crop it out, because I fucking didn't. Oh my God, it was so embarrassing.
Yeah, you kind of have to go light A because it's to get it low.
It feels
good. If you go
good.
too heavy,
it is one of those machines, yeah, if you just go that little bit too heavy, it just feels like shit, whereas, yeah, if you go light, it's actually not bad.
Nice.
Yeah, we'll go 2. So
maybe I'll ask you a question as well.
Yeah, you can ask me a question
after.
Yeah, so this is not so much a question.
Yeah.
But Ayrton and I both have this one thing in common, which is finishing second place in our pro debut. So I got second 3 times in a row.
Yeah.
And you've just done the one pro show, but obviously you finished second place to Isai, who is I want to say top 12, maybe top 11 Olympian.
He's 13.
13, so, you know, and I've got to say, because he was the hot favourite, and I just expected him to win, but it wasn't like, he didn't shit all over you, put it that way.
Nah.
It was actually a lot closer than I thought it was going to be, which is massive fucking credit to you, because he is quality.
Yeah,
and you actually looked big.
I know. I did, like from the front, it was really close, and then I think you could make an argument either way. From the back, I think that's where he really pulled away from me. But that's just years of density training, and his insertions, like my insertions are higher, so I need an overwhelming amount of tissue.
Yeah.
Where his insertions come low, so he doesn't always need to be filled out to look really big.
I reckon there's a lot to be said for the lower lat in men's physique. Like that lower lat erector kind of like area is just so important. Those guys in the top 10, top 12, like that lower portion of their back is just so deep.
Insane, yeah, and they just like, as soon as they spread, it's just like wings. Yeah. It's like, there's such a big difference between middle range men's physique. I mean, I guess it's like that for all divisions.
Yeah, it would be
middle range and then the top, it's just like a whole new level. But yeah, also here's the lower lats, and a lot of people have higher lat insertions. There's no pros and cons. It's just a different look. With the higher lats, you're going to have a bit of a smaller waist from the back.
Yeah. And even from the front too. Like the higher lats from the front can look really good. Yeah. Like I've got low lats, so they only look good.
Your hips.
They only look good from the front when I pull a vacuum, which you don't do that for men's physique. So when I try and hit a men's physique front pose, looks a little bit blocky. Yeah. Which is why I stick to classic.
Yeah, and that's why I moved to men's physique. High ass lats.
Well, I've competed in men's physique. I don't know if I told you.
What?
My very first Ifbb was a men's physique and classic physique, and I was like, I think I got second in men's physique, and then I won classic. And I just looked at the photos and I was like, yeah, I'm definitely suited for classic. So,
wow,
I'm not gonna do that
you
again.
learn something new every day.
Yeah,
Mr. Men's Physique.
I really loved men's physique back in the day, back in 2020, and then obviously the passion developed into classic. But
was that when they had hell long board shorts?
Yeah,
but below the knee.
Yeah, and I was a massive Andre Ferguson fan. Lucky Libra. Yeah, I've still got my I think it was Dark Sport. Actually, I gave them to a client. But yeah, the first.
But they were actual board shorts.
Yeah, they were proper board shorts. Like super long.
I'll ask a question first.
Question time.
What was the biggest thing you noticed in terms of the difference between a pro show and an amateur show?
Oh, that's easy. The backstage camaraderie at a pro show versus an amateur is very different because all the guys backstage, they don't feel like they necessarily have something to prove, so there's no ego, there's no arrogance. Especially in the classic division, I've heard mixed things about like men's physique and certainly open bodybuilding as well. But yeah, backstage, all the guys were chatting. Like when I was at Oklahoma, there was like fucking 28 people backstage. And because it's such a big group, there's, everyone's kind of segregated a little bit, but we're all just like mates. Yeah. And we're all just like helping each other out, fucking, like, oh, what time do we got to be pumping up? Like we're all, supporting one another. Whereas in the amateur ranks, there's a little bit of ego there.
Oh, right, they're like looking over this shit.
Yeah, ego and insecurities as well, because they think that they have to prove themselves to other people. So they're sitting in the corner with their headphones on, like fucking smashing their head.
For war.
Yeah. I'm like, we're in the fucking trenches. Whereas in the pro ranks, it's like, we already fucking made it. Like this is
we're already living our dream.
Yeah, let's just have some fun. You know.
No, I agree. That's 100% what I noticed. Yeah. Everyone was chilled. Everyone knows they're good. It's like I wouldn't be here if it wasn't good. So let's just have some fun.
That's what I was going to say. I don't know if it's different for men's physique because men's physique gets a bit of a bad rap in terms of like the arrogance.
You know what? I reckon that's all a show. Like behind closed doors, everyone's chill. Like I just think they do it for attention and hype. And, I also think a lot of men's physique dudes pay way too much attention to social media stuff like that gets said, and they bite.
I had a run-in with a men's physique guy at Legion. Yeah, because
he's given us a bad name. Oh shit.
I was going through the convention center, and I thought this guy was doing classic, so I just walked past him. I was like, "Hey, bro, like, do you know where the rest of the classic competitors are?" And he was like, "Oh, why? Like, why do you want to know?" I'm like, "I want to know who I'm competing against. I want to go meet them." And he's just like, "Oh, you should just like stay in your lane, bro. Don't worry about them." And I'm just like, "It's all good, bro. I'm just like, I just want to go meet the rest of the fucking athletes. Like, chill out." He was like so intense.
He's the bad one. He's the bad one.
Yeah.
Name and shame.
I think he just misinterpreted what I was trying to get out of him. Yeah. See how we go. People are going to think that I don't train as hard as Ayrton because what did you say? How many weeks into this little push he is?
This is my 5th week.
Yeah, so he's got a deload in like the next 2 weeks, so he's feeling pretty cooked. Whereas I've just had my deload and I'm kind of easing in, sort of. So I'm not going to be taking anything completely to failure today, but I just want to make sure we build a solid foundation so I can consistently make progress over the next 6 weeks. But as far as I'm concerned, progress is predictable. It should be predictable. There's just no ifs or buts or maybes about it. Like, I'm going to fucking make progress every single session for the next 6 weeks, basically. And I can't do that if I go balls to the wall, fucking hell to the leather, and just bury myself in the first week. So I'm not going to be training like a fucking savage today.
But you're acting like a professional.
Yeah,
And professionals hold themselves back.
That's it. That's absolutely right. It's going to be tricky though in Vietnam because I have to try and find the right gym for the right body part, and training in different cities. It's going to be a little bit old school, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Like trying to.
I was going to say, you might find yourself doing a bit more barbell work.
Yeah. Very. It will be very dumbbell dominant, I'm sure. There's a nice gym in Ho Chi Minh called Gorilla Gym, which I'm keen to suss out. I don't know if you know Tommy Tran. He was actually the one that recommended.
I feel like I do.
He used to. I mean, he's not there at the moment. But he used to train at Right Aware.
Oh yes, I know.
Yeah, super nice guy.
Really big deadlift, good deadlifter.
Yeah, Viet. So yeah, I was like, "What's the best gym to go to in Ho Chi Minh?" And he sent me that one. Looks alright.
All right. Clean set. Seven. 8. 9. 10. Yep. Oh, there we go. Oh, he's on. Yep.
Sheesh. I reckon I
Better
did.
than you thought.
I reckon you missed a rep there too.
Oh, did I?
I don't know. We'll find out when I watch the video.
Yeah. Don't trust me to count.
I think you said like 7, and I was like, "Fuck!" I had 8 in my head.
See, that was a tactic.
Yeah.
All right. What aspect of being an online coach and a professional competitor do you find most difficult?
Oh, that's a really good question because I've had to deal with this week. It's the first thing that popped into my mind because it happened the other day. But I've realised that if I decide to do the Indie Pro Show, I'm going to have clients competing on the same date, which means because we're like in Australia, we're 12 hours ahead, 13 hours ahead, give or take. It's going to be midnight, and I've got 4 girls stepping on stage. So I'm going to be passed out with fucking Valium going through me, and I'm not going to be able to help them because I'm competing in 12 hours and I need to fucking sleep the night before the show. So that aspect is by far the most difficult because you can't do anything about it. Any other circumstance, I'd be awake at 1, 2, 3 in the morning if I had to, but not if it's the day before my own show. And that's where I have to draw that boundary. So that part sucks. But I think, honestly, like, aside from that, everything that I do from a coaching standpoint is, everything that I do from a bodybuilding standpoint reflects well in my coaching business as well. Because, you learn from so many of your own mistakes and all the shit that you've gone through as an athlete, and you can teach your clients how to do it. Really, like it's really quite simple. But no, for sure, the hardest thing is just fucking in that situation. Like, what do you do?
Well, I think our seasons are not like A and B or A and C anymore.
Yeah,
it's when we need to compete for points.
But I will say what I have done is I've got a friend that I don't know if she knows this, but I'm going to try and pay her. I'm going to try and pay her. She's told me she's keen and she's available. Yeah. But I'm going to pay her to be hands on deck for me. Yeah. For the 4 or 5 girls that I have doing the season B shows. So I'll actually add her as a coach to my training platform. Yeah. And she'll have access to the programs. They'll know what time they need to eat their meal. They'll know how much water they can drink. They'll know everything. The only thing they won't have is me there to hold their hand, which they don't really fucking need anyway. So
if you've got them set up well, they're good to go,
fine.
and I'm sure you do. That's what actually I do. I pay my friend Rowan to look after my clients if I'm out of state.
Yeah.
And he's a good coach.
Yeah.
They have the plan. I think most of the time people just need a calming influence rather than like actual direction.
Yeah, you shouldn't need that person to be a coach on that day.
No.
You just need them to psychologically calm them the fuck down.
Yeah.
Like, you've already done the work. Just fucking follow the plan, pump up, smile, pose, present well. Like, it's not that hard. It's hard when you get nervous and stressed, I suppose.
It is, start overthinking, start dropping your posing.
Yeah. I've never had Dean at my show, ever.
Oh, true, yeah.
Not once.
I don't think anyone has. Except over...
Yeah, he's been to a few European shows and a few US shows. But his rule is that he needs to have 2 clients at a show if it's going to be an international.
Yeah.
Which I think is fair.
He has so many clients, like where do you start?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
How many weeks out are you now from your proposed first contest?
It's 19.
19.
19? Yeah, roughly. Roughly 19.
Is that... What show is that?
Thailand.
And that is...
That's July the 18th.
No. June, right?
June. June's Taiwan.
So... Because... My dates are all screwed up then. Hang on, so your first show is Thailand.
Thailand.
And that's in July.
Yeah, pretty sure.
Because I thought I was 19 weeks out, and my show's in fucking middle of June.
I think the men's Physique Pro show is on a different day to...
I think you've got your dates wrong. I hope. Otherwise, I'm like 16 weeks out or something.
Oh,
June
21st.
Okay, so that makes more sense. So I must be 18 out.
June, July is pretty close.
Yeah. They both start with J. Yeah, so you probably are right. You're probably 19 weeks out, and I must be 18 weeks out. I mean...
Oh, shit. We're literally the same time.
Pretty much, yeah. That's if I choose to do Oklahoma. I'm still a little bit not 100% sure yet.
Yeah.
I'm so tempted to jump in and do Ireland, because Jake's looking to do Ireland. And
what's that pro show called?
Muscle contest.
Oh, yeah.
Dublin.
Yeah, okay.
But that might come a little bit too soon, because that would be 16 weeks out. I'm only week 1 into a rebound phase now, so...
Yeah. What's the travel distance between Ireland and America?
Oh, I'd be about 10 to 12 hours, I'd say. Better than traveling from here, but
yeah, it's not...
Anywhere's better than here.
Yeah.
Like, genuinely anywhere. Even if you're on the eastern states, like, it'd be even better. Nice, dude. Good. Beautiful, beautiful. I gotta say that this actually feels really good, because one of the benefits of using your forearm or your elbow to fix you into position here is that, you know, when you have your full arm extended, there's a lot of like rotation and fucking upper thoracic movement. But when you just lean against the bench like this, you're kind of fixed into this position. You can't really overly rotate and avoid the contraction too much. Actually feels really nice, as long as you don't slip off the bench. I decided to round it up to 50, by the way. I was like, nah.
Yeah.
What are these?
Pretty lame doing 47.5.
Yeah, 47.5 is fucking, that's weak. All right, I'll do the left side and then you can jump in.
Nice.
To get into, but once you have that counterbalance of the dumbbell, Like, it feels fucking really
once
nice.
you're locked in.
See how it feels? Probably a little bit different to the way that you've done it before.
Oh man, I've done it for ages. Yeah, but I've got a question. What's more lazy? Using one dumbbell and moving it over, or having two 50-kilo dumbbells and not having to...
Well, what's more lazy is, in this instance today, getting two. So that's why I did it. I will always pick the easiest route.
I've never seen anyone just get two dumbbells.
But, do you know why?
Why?
If we had one bench like this,
Yeah.
I would just roll the dumbbell over, but I
fair
can't
enough.
do that here.
No, I'll give
So
that
that's
one to you.
why this actually for me, this is the lazy version. Because I'm like, I've got to fucking lift this up over here. I just want to fucking, you know, reach over and grab it.
I'll give it to you.
Your weight just sit on that elbow. Yeah. Yeah, and then just manipulate that leg so it's nice and comfy. And then wrap the elbow around. That's it. Control the downward motion. Boy, that looks good. Big, wide, sweeping back. Nice. Good. Good. How's that feel?
Yeah, it's good. It's just that. Come on. Hey. How many was that?
9.
9? Nice, bro.
Tom's looking catabolic. I'm gonna fire him as a coach. So this one here, we're gonna be targeting the bicep in the lengthened position. So I've gone through this before, but basically you don't want your fucking humerus coming forward. You wanna keep your arms back and really allow the biceps to fully stretch and squeeze up into your armpits without moving your arms. So you're not gonna feel the contraction as obviously as you would for like a cable preacher curl or like a high cable curl, but it will certainly be stimulating, that's for sure. That's it. Nice. He sent me a video of his cable curls. They look pretty good. He was like, I was struggling to get a good connection in my biceps. And I was like, what you gotta do is you gotta shoot some Mediform into your bicep before you train. I was like, then you'll feel it. Pinch up the skin the same way that we inject insulin for Penny, our diabetic dog.
Oh.
And
Wow.
yeah, I was like, just put it right here. You know, because anecdotally, apparently BPC works better if it's localized, even though it shouldn't. So yeah, I had like this little bubble underneath my fucking forearm here of just BPC floating around.
Is it all right now? Is it absorbed?
Look, it's better now than where it was a week ago.
Do you know, sometimes I inject peptides to get a real bad welt.
Yeah.
I reckon that's the backwater.
GHKCU for me is really bad.
Holy.
Yeah, bad.
Yeah.
So that's what I mean. I don't think it is the backwater. I think it's the peptide. Because whenever I do BPC, I never get it.
Yeah, I just spoke to other people. They had no issues, but you're the only other person that's with the GH.
Yeah.
Oh, like red welt that big.
It'll be there for a week too.
Yeah. I was like, have I got an infection?
Yeah.
I don't know, but
no, it's quite common. I heard Ian Valier talking about that actually as well. He's had similar things with the GHKCU.
That's kind of shit because obviously the frequency of peptide's a lot higher, so it's kind of like, it's just worth constantly having.
I stopped using it. I didn't get anything out of it. For some reason, I felt like my skin got worse using copper peptides. So,
interesting.
I actually stopped using it, and I just think it's not worth the money. I'm just going to put it in, you know, some BPC, GH, things that actually work, you know.
Your injection rate per week?
Daily.
Daily?
Yeah. I don't see an argument for any other, like, frequency.
Yeah. What about being lazy? Is that an argument?
Yeah, but that's it. That's like the only...
Yeah.
It's more so, I think, the way that I would word it is, it should be less about how infrequent you can do the injection for you to get away with it versus what is the best way to fucking do it.
True, yeah.
So like, people need to stop approaching things with this like, what's the least I can get away with?
Yeah.
Or like, how lazy can I be before it becomes problematic?
Well, I always used to do 2 a week, and my skin was cooked.
Yeah.
And I moved to 4, and my skin's so much better just from you know, more frequency.
Yeah. So to unpack that further, I would accept 4.
Yeah.
I actually would say 4 would be the minimum though.
Yeah,
3 is like, if you really fucking have to, 3. But yeah, 4 or more is usually that's usually what I would do.
Yeah, it is like, I think you're right. Like, if you're going to do this or live this life, you can't be lazy with it. That's how you get really bad side effects really quickly.
Yeah, and I have a lot of, I have a propensity for like lumps and bumps.
Yeah.
So like when shot volume goes up, if I'm doing that 3 days a week and I'm having to do large quantities, I'm going to get lumps and bumps everywhere. Whereas if I do it daily, it's going to get, you know, metabolized a little bit nicer. It's not going to leave that big fucking scar tissue.
Yeah. Yeah, it is hard because I think a lot of people think you just take stuff and forget. You know, it's like an easy process, and there's the I think you got to, you know, as coaching evolves, we're starting to get better information around, you know, cycles and injection frequency, and don't be a bro about it.
Yeah, and in this day and age, like, always be open-minded too. Yeah. Because this shit is changing. Like, it's always changing.
Like, when I first started prep, Reddit wasn't even popular. Yeah. By the end of prep, 18 weeks, everyone was on Reddit. Yeah. And I was like, what the hell? How is this just like...
I've still never used it. I'm interested, and I've done a lot of research on it, but I've personally never justified it for myself. That doesn't mean I won't ever use it though. I think I probably will at some point.
You've earned it now.
Yeah, that's it. I know how to fucking
you know how to suffer.
Starve and yeah. I just don't want to become dependent on it because I am so food focused. I'm a hungry motherfucker, that's for sure. I mean, I don't care about speaking about that sort of stuff because neither one of them are my clients, so I don't give a fuck. If I had to put money on it, I would say Hannah, and that's only because she's proven it. And it's like the classic debate with Jack versus Dom. I'm starting to lean more towards Dom because he's been there, done that, whereas Jack, there's so many uncertainties, so I don't really know. So it's like if I was a betting man, I'd maybe play it safe, but you know, going back to the Beth versus Hannah conversation, that's fucking hard.
Controversial. Hard one.
Very, very controversial.
I'm biased, so I can't say anything.
Yeah, well, that's 100% right. All right, let's hit some men's physique poses. And you know, as I told you before, I've actually got a little bit of history in the men's physique category.
Are you these ones, or?
No, I usually hit it more like front on. I can't even remember. I think I was like this. But I don't really know. I think I prefer hands on hips like this. Whenever I do this after training though, my teres and my rear delt, they just want to cramp.
I feel like I need that as well.
But then like, you see my waist like this, it kind of looks a bit blocky, and then as soon as I pull a vacuum, yeah, my torso length is a bit of a... I'm actually keen to see how my back looks against yours. It feels so odd to be hitting men's physique poses.
So easy, going too.
It feels nice though with a juicy bicep pump. Because I remember back when I did do men's physique, my arms were like non-existent. And because I'm so wide, with these stick thin arms sitting, like it just doesn't look good. Whereas now I'm like my arms actually look pretty decent. But it looks a lot better in a side chest. Alright, this guy's out-angling me.
Get out.
Actually, one thing that I thought was cool with not my last check-in, but the check-in before, Dean was looking at my photos and we'd just finished up a 8-week block where I was only training 4 days a week and my volume was super low, and my arm size was actually really good. Like I managed to retain all the added size despite dieting, despite only training 4 days a week, despite being basically on TRT, and my arms were still really full and big, and I was like, yes, I finally graduated past having small arms, and I'm like, I don't have to worry about them just vanishing. Because I used to have that with my legs too, like, cause it took me so long for my legs to really get up to speed, where I was always scared that they would go as soon as I started dieting, whereas now, like, they ain't going anywhere.
You know, I reckon a big part of arm size is having no joint pain.
Oh, for sure.
And when you're training quite high frequencies with your arms, it's almost blocking hypertrophy a bit. So in this training cycle now, I train arms once a week, and it's 2 sets of biceps, 2 sets of triceps.
Really, eh?
My arms are the biggest of me.
Yeah.
And it's just like less training, arm training, more pressing, more pulling.
Less is more. There is a sweet spot to be found. I know in years gone past, there were times where I was doing 13 sets in an arm workout per body part, like 13 sets of triceps, 13 sets of biceps in the same day. It didn't start at that level. Like it started at like 8. So it was like maybe 4 exercises, 2 sets each, bicep, tricep. So it was 16 in total, 8 bicep, 8 tricep. And then it progressed to a point where I was doing 13 on each. And now I don't need to do that because I've done that shit. I don't need to go back to doing fucking 13 sets.
Yeah, and more effective reps as well.
Yeah.
Better training.
100%. All right, well, I think that's pretty much everything that we need to go through. That was a really good workout. That was actually the first time that we've properly trained.
First time we trained together.
Yeah. Well, it was definitely a blast. I had a lot of fun. We will definitely do it again soon, I'm sure. But before we sign off, as always, guys, make sure if you are to do something today, do so without hesitation. I'll see you guys on the next episode. Peace.